Good morning, the students of class 7. Today I am back with your social science history class. And today I am going to discuss another subunit from your class, from your topic, agriculture and irrigation. The Kaveri River and its channels overflow frequently, depositing fertile soil on their banks and provides the necessary moisture for the cultivation of rice. They provide necessary moisture, and also those lands are very much fertile, but depositing when those rivers and their channels depositing fertile alluvial soil on the valley. As well as from 5th to 6th century AD, the area was opened up for large-scale agriculture. Previously, in other parts of the Tamil Nadu, in the Chola region, the agriculture was established. But from 5th and 6th century, on that region, in the peninsular region, they started, in the Kaveri Valley, they started agriculture. To start agriculture, they had to clear the forest. Forest had to be cleared in some regions, and land had to be leveled. So those lands are not parallel. They had to be leveled. Those lands and forest had to be cleared to spread the agricultural fields. Next point, that in delta region, embankments had to be built to prevent flooding. So in delta regions, the lands are very much low, so they had to be built embankments on both the side of the agricultural fields as well as both the sides of the river to prevent flooding and to stop the crop failure. And number 5, the canals, and number 6, many areas crops were grown twice in a year. So those regions are so much fertile that not in once in a year, crops were grown 2 times in a year, twice a year. So in this way, Chola agriculture developed at the time with the support of the Chola kings. Now, the irrigation of the Chola Empire. That in some areas, wells were dug to irrigate those fertile agricultural fields, as well as huge tanks were constructed to collect rainwater. Huge tanks were constructed in many fields in some open areas to collect the rainwater and irrigate those into the agricultural fields. As well as irrigation works needed planning, organized labors and resources. Maintaining those works and deciding how is the water to be shared. They had to need some planning, how to irrigate those agricultural fields, how to organize the labor. They need huge amount of labor to construct those big embankments, those canals, as well as those water reservoirs and dams. And they need a lot of resources, the stones, the materials. So they had to look after all these matters, as well as the maintaining those works and deciding how is the water to be shared. It is very important thing that whenever they constructed those canals, they had to think that how to divide those canals into many regions, because the water should be, at the time they had to think that water should reach each and every place equally, because if water not reached equally all the places, it creates the inequality. So some places got more water, some places got less water. So in this case, it create the crop failure in some region and drought in another region. So that's why they had to be think carefully about when they established those canals, and they had to be planned. They should work with a planned manner. Most of the new rulers and people living on the villages took an active interest on these activities. Those new rulers, they are sat on the throne, and people living on the villages and village councils, they took an active interest on those activities and to maintain the irrigation and agricultural practices. So next class we will see their village administration, how their village administration constructed. So that's all from today's class. Hope you have understood this subunit. Next class will come with another subunit. Till then, don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.